Well, Blackstone has been oh so popular with us here at QVC for a reason. The versatility and this incredible, wonderful griddle that is going to be able to do so many things. As you can see on the screen right now, we're making fajitas, eggs, pancakes, shrimp, salmon, you name it, it is fantastic. But there's no grate. This isn't like that barbecue of yours. You're gonna be able to make those smash burgers. You're gonna be able to put that asparagus on there and know that it is going to give that wonderful even surface cook every single time. So we've got 3 different options for you right now for a spectacular price of $239.98 or 5 easy payments of $48. This is our only order of the year. And right now you're saving over $94 with today's sale price and the free shipping and handling. That is spectacular. 3 different color options for you to choose from right now. This one right over here to my left is our navy. We also have it available here in the center in the black. And then we also have it in this lovely silver. All right, so in addition to your griddle, with or without that attached stand. So you can put the stand on it if you like, it comes with it, but you can absolutely put this tabletop if you'd like. So that's a very cool versatility story right there. But then you're also getting all this wonderful bundle that you see over here. You're gonna get a carrying bag just in case maybe you wanted to take this camping or perhaps maybe to the tailgate. Carrying bag coming home with you. 2 spatulas that you see before you right here. You're also going to get a scraper that's going to allow you to go ahead and scrape all that food from one section to another. Maybe it's those caramelized onions over in the corner while you're making the patties, or perhaps maybe to help you clean. Definitely that scraper is going to come in handy. You're also going to get 2 oil bottles and a cookbook, but like a legit cookbook with like some fantastic, wonderful recipes here. This is so fantastic. Remember, this is all coming home for less than $240 right now. We're very excited because our dear, dear friend Mark Gill, who is joining us via Skype, has got all sorts of fun things on his griddles, and we're gonna have some fun throughout this hour with Mark. All right, Mark Gill, how you doing over there, my friend?
I've been waiting all day to cook for you, Steve.
Awesome.
Holy cow. You know, I got to tell you right off the bat, people always ask me why Blackstone. Come here, let's just get this out of the way right away. Look, you see this? You see that bubbling right there? That's why Blackstone. This is anything, anytime, anywhere. This is everything your grill can do, 1,000 things it can't, on a surface made of cold rolled steel that you can treat like it owes you money. Look at that sear, Steve. Are you kidding me with this? That's why the steakhouses bring you out a serrated knife when they do theirs on a flat top, because you've got that 1/16 of an inch thick sear there. So let's go ahead, move that right over. The versatility of this is out of this world. We're going to let those steaks kind of finish off over there. And then here's one of the things that I love. You know, you mentioned all of the doodads that come with this. I love accessories. I love when accessories come with grills. So this one actually has everything that you mentioned, plus a built-in one that might surprise you. So we're going to get our tiny little pat of butter going there. And then let's go ahead and get all of these veggies on there. Now, here's what I love about this. By the way, I am not the neatest griller in the world. We're just going to have to deal with that one. Now, look here. I'm going to go ahead and use one of those bottles that come with it to put a little bit of water in there with that butter. That's going to create that steam. Now, a lot of grill companies are going to go ahead and they're going to say to you, you know what? You got to give me 20 bucks for a dome to put over there. Watch this. This comes with the lid attached. I love that. So we're going to let that steam. Wait till you see the colors pop when that happens. Now, Steve, you just said to me something about camping. All right.
Yeah.
We got a nice big fun RV, and we've done the coast to coast on butter and toast so many times. And when we're at the campsite in the morning walking around, we see so many people with their Blackstones enjoying these incredible dishes anywhere we go, anywhere we travel. Because this Blackstone has the legs that are optional. That means that you could do this with the stand like you see it here, or to your point, go ahead and do a tabletop, which we'll get into in a minute. So I'm going to do a lot of little tips and tricks for you throughout this demonstration. So here's one. Want to jazz your eggs up a little bit? Just give it a couple of drops of chili oil to liven that up, and go ahead and cook it inside that pepper ring. These are the little things that you can do when you're cooking that take those dishes to, yeah, we had eggs too. I had the best eggs I've ever had my whole life. All right, so let's go ahead and get these off. Now, you're going to notice that these are coming off pretty easy. That's because I've seasoned my grill at this point. The seasoning is really easy when you first get it, and we're going to talk about this a couple of times during the show. You're going to put a thin layer of oil on. You're going to let it burn off. You'll repeat that a couple of times. And then the more you use it, the more non-stick it gets. So whether it's that bacon that you can commit to the flip and give it a little shot like
Wow, that was
all of those
impressive.
great hash brown. Thank you, Matt. I've been working on it. All right, so let's get those off of here, just like that. And then I'm going to show you the grease management system as soon as I clear these potatoes off, okay? So like I said, whether it's breakfast, whether it's lunch, whether it's dinner, you're not dealing with the grates that you have on a normal grill. So all of these potatoes that would have gone right through and lost, you get to enjoy with that incredible taste and flavor. Look at that. Is that gorgeous?
Oh my
All right,
gosh.
Right? So now you've got a grease management system here. So when you're done, you're cooking either for the round or for the day. You're going to grab the little scraper guy, which, by the way, is included. And you're just going to put everything to the back, just like that. And I'm going to ask Chris to kind of go around the back here so you can see there's that capture, and that liner, by the way, comes with it. Blackstone's making everything we can to make everything as easy for you as we can. And you know what? The last one I want to show you here in our first set of 3 before I clear these steaks off, tell you what, one of the things that I love about this, whether we're in California having red velvet pancakes at right outside the Man's Chinese Theater, or maybe we're in Oklahoma making some of those specialty smash burgers that I'm going to make for you in just a second, you can recreate these incredible dishes that you see on the food channels, the food networks, that you see online, on TikTok, all over the place. Now you can do it because you've got that flat top griddle. You've got that experience that everyone's talking about. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make 2 little piles there. And here's the other great thing about having it this way is you can have it this way without anybody yelling at you in the line for those cheesesteaks. You want to wait, you want it without, you don't make up your mind, get to the back of the line. I don't want to deal with that, right? So there's the mushrooms on one. There's the onions on the other. And of course, we've got to have a little provolone cheese on top. So let's get a few slices there. Absolutely. There we go. 3 there and 3 there. And like I said, whether it's that great time that you have watching those shows and you want to try it at home, that diner you remember stopping by and they were just churning out the best food you've ever had, have a look here. I want you to be able to create this for yourself at home anytime you want. Like I said, this is everything your grill can do and 1,000 things it can. I'm just going to pause for a second. See them little burnt bits? See those?
That's
flavor, man. That's why we're doing it. So again, once I'm done, all I'm going to do is just, now I'm not going to get rid of this.
No, definitely not.
That over the fries with a little bit of cheese sauce.
Yes,
now we're talking, Steve.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, so easy.
And just to wrap it up, let's head right back over to the steaks there, because I want you to see something really cool, okay? When I lift this top, remember I squirted the water in there and put the lid down?
Yeah.
Look at that color.
Dang.
Look at the color of those vegetables, okay? Let me grab my tongs here. Now, one of the great things about the Blackstone is we got the lid, we got the steam. That means that we were able to give it that little bit of a steam to get that color. But look at this. Here's what you're not going to get anywhere else is that char on the veggies. That's that layering of flavor that's going to take all of your dishes to the next level. Remember when I said you could treat this thing like it owes you money?
Absolutely.
No kidding. That's 17 inches of cold rolled steel, and I'm cutting right on top of it. So, Steve, I got to tell you, whether it's that breakfast, whether it's the meal for the family, whether it's a quick snack, whether you want to do one of those unbelievable flat top sandwiches that you can get, or the smash burgers that we're going to talk about here in just a second. This griddle, along with the Griddle Nation online, with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of users and recipes that will take you by the hand and walk you through each and every step of every meal you're going to make. This is one of those phenomenons in grilling that just can't stop, won't stop. And the easiest way to clean it is to give it that little bit of a steam, and everything, Steve, goes right to the back. That's the simplicity. And I'll tell you something, I love the fact, and maybe you can highlight this for everybody while I get it set up for our next few dishes.
You bet.
That cookbook that comes with it and all of those accessories, holy moly, that's what we're talking about, brother.
It really is. That is fantastic, Mark. I mean, within minutes, you made a breakfast for several people. You made fantastic sandwiches over there. And then that beautiful steak dinner. The versatility here is absolutely incredible. Look at
Out of
all of
this
these
world.
dishes. That is so special. Love every part about this. And I'm not the only one
That's the
that's loving
best.
this right now. Let me take you through the color options because we've got lots of people right now picking up both the navy and the black. In addition to the navy and the black, you also have the silver option available as well. Remember, you're going to pick this one up for $239.98, 5 easy payments of $48. While we're here, check this out. We're looking at 267 square inches of surface to go ahead and make either 9 pancakes, 9 hamburgers, 12 eggs. I mean, that is a nice big giant cooking surface that you're going to get for less than $240. Remember, this is our only order of the year. So in addition to your Blackstone griddle and the stand that you can use or take off, you can definitely use this tabletop, and Mark's going to tell us a little bit about that in just a moment. You also have a carrying bag down here. Maybe it's to the tailgate. Maybe we're going camping. Maybe you have an RV. Maybe you just want to take something really nice to your friend's house and make them a nice dinner. You have that opportunity as well. So if you got your stand, we've got our griddle, we've got our carrying bag, you've got 2 spatulas that you're also going to get, a scraper that you saw Mark really going for it over there and showing you how easy it is to go ahead and clean your Blackstone griddle. And then you've got 2 oil bottles, one Mark filled with oil, one with water to go ahead and create that steam that he was showing us with those beautiful steaks and vegetables. And then this cookbook. This cookbook is legit. There's, oh my goodness, of course I turned right to blueberry lemon pancakes. Yes, please. This is wonderful. Right now, you are saving over $59, and with free shipping and handling altogether, to savings of over $94. We are just entering grilling season for a lot of us here in the country, of course, unless you're in the warm states down south. But this is the moment right here. You want to be able to set yourself up for success when it's time to invite our family and friends over and have some fun throughout the grilling and griddle season in this case. This is so special because the first time I presented one of these, I picked up one from my dad, and my dad's half Japanese and loves to make wonderful Japanese food. But a lot of times, maybe he's making his fried rice and it just like smokes up the house. He goes right outside and plays like hibachi chef all the time, and it's delicious. We're here with Mark Gill right now, who's telling us all the wonders that we're going to be able to do with this Blackstone griddle and so many fantastic dishes. All right, Mark, what you got going over there, my friend?
Let's take this out for a spin and see what it can do. All right. We're going to talk burgers and hot dogs now. It's the quintessential summer food. You can go as frou-frou as you want with any kind of recipe that you can do on the Blackstone. But when it comes right down to it, we want our burgers, we want our hot dogs. So let's do this, okay? I always lay down a little bit of oil first because that helps with the ongoing seasoning, helps with the release of the food, helps, form that crust. So here's what I'm going to do. And here's one of my little tips for you. Always, if you're going to do multiple types of food or multiple meals for people, start with the things that are either the thickest or take the longest to cook first, right? So in this case, it's going to be our nice, big, thick burgers and our chicken breasts that we'll put right there. Now, listen, as a new chef, the best thing that you can do, the biggest weapon you have in your arsenal is spices. So I'm going to just go ahead and put a little seasoning salt on there. You can spice it up any way you like. So we're going to get those going there. Now, when it comes time for smash burgers, there is no better machine in the world than a Blackstone. Come on over here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these 4 guys in some quadrants, just like that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to do this Oklahoma style. That means that we're going to crush some onions into this, okay? So let's go ahead, put a few of those guys right on top of each. Now what's going to happen, those onions, first of all, are going to stop my burger press from sticking when I do this. And when I flip it, they're also going to steam that incredible flavor into it. Now, I'm going to use a burger press I already own. If you want, you can just double up the spatulas that we've given you and use that. You could put tin foil around a brick. I've seen people do that. However you get these burgers smashed, that's what you want to do. And by the way, it doesn't matter if they come out perfectly round or not. You're going to go ahead and you're going to have this incredible skirt. That's that crispy bit that forms around the outside, form on those smash burgers. So we've got those going. We got those started. And my last one that I'm going to get going right away, if you want to follow me over here, is my hot dogs. All right. So I've got some chili on there to finish us off with a surprise in just a second. And I'm going to go ahead and just start my dogs right like that. Now, the other thing that I'm going to do here, and this is where it's going to get real fun, I'm just going to take a little bit of this cheese and I'm going to make a couple of piles right on the griddle. There we go. So let's let all of this kind of hang out, get to know each other. That's all we're talking about, right like that. Perfect. All right. So guys,